It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up is Jordan Brooks, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Steelers and the Texans, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next gen's... Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he was certainly solid, maybe a little bit more last week in his NFL debut. Threw a couple of touchdown passes and earned his first victory. Now, we all know it's not going to be easy from here, but at least now he's seeing what it takes to win at this level.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. White's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 65 yards.
It was a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a dump off to White. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Finding room at midfield. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Texans are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Here's the first carry for Northwest. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Look at this, a tight end carry.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On the ground with a tight end. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually up to about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 2nd and 9 now. Yeah, this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. They'll drop to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a third and goal situation. Back to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space. When they dumped it to the back, he was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
Jason Sanders on to the field goal, a 20-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guy's getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Back to throw again. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
Cade York on now for the field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got Fuller. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, This time, the break goes against him.
Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On second down, they'll run with White, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got White here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
They'll throw now on the final play. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Terry McLaurin, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. A run to begin the second half with White. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
First down, here's White. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start. The Portland's done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll run the screen with Moss. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 64 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Holding. Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Fuller. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second and 13. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That one tipped and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. At second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The kick by Sanders is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
And now out comes Houston. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open left side is Brown. Second and 4. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to throw again. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. Here's 2nd and a yard. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Rashad White.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
They'll look to throw here. Fuller brings it in over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll look to throw.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll dump this one off here to White.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Marshall's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston set to take over. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is and a loose football, and the Texans scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Here's White. They set up the screen. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's one of those calls where you play it safe, but you're hoping that maybe something might spring for you, because instead of forcing ball downfield on 3rd and long, maybe you can hit them with something underneath, break a tackle or two, pick up a block, and see what happens. Not here, though. Good job reading the screen, and it sets up 4th down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Pass complete to Taylor. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That is caught, Bateman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Gregory Rousseau
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the draw, here's White. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Second and 4. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Jackson.
Down inside the 10.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
White not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll set up a throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
There's a reason it's on linebackers. They're often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone. Because you're going to pull everyone back, keep everything in front.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Looking to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
The pass intended for Jonathan Taylor. Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for Houston, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.